Sensory Room fundraiser. This is Go Island. I'm Ruth Harris. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. Later in the show, we're going to find out all about an upcoming fundraiser that's happening in Cumberland on September 20th, and also what it is they're raising money for, which is the sensory room, but more details about that. Now, coming up in today's show, we have a whale of a tale and a little art tour of upcoming events. But first, we are going to start in Union Bay. Have a look at this. I'm Ruth Harris. You're watching Go Island, Shaw TV's Channel 4. We are on location in the Comox Valley at the Child Development Association. And we have a couple of interviews coming up right after this next story. Now, the Child Development Association this year is kicking off its 40th anniversary celebration. It's going to be a year-long of events and informational sessions to educate everybody about what the CVCDA does. That's the short form. So stay tuned for those interviews. That's coming up right after this informational segment about the tech industry, brought to you by Sprott Shaw, and it's called Go Higher. I'm Ruth Harris. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4, and it is a beautiful sunny day. I don't know if you remember, but on Tuesday, I was in 4 layers and a raincoat, and it was cold and rainy. And here we are, summer again. My tootsies are free. So happy about that. Joining me now are Mary and Kenny. Mary is from the Lions in Royston, Cumberland, and they are putting on a huge event coming up on September 20th, and Kenny is the main act. So first we're going to find out from Mary. What was the motivation to do this?
Well, we've always supported the Child Development Center for the last 30 years, and they need equipment. We got on board to get them equipment, and this is where the fundraiser's from.
So, but what a brainchild to involve this character.
Oh, well, it's easy for this character to be involved in a lot of things.
Now, Kenny, tell us about the show itself.
Oh, it's a heck of a deal. $40 for a ticket. You can buy the tickets at the CRI Hall in Cumberland, the CRA Hall in Courtney, and at Jeannie's Barbershop, at Parkside Storage. Missing anything?
Yeah.
Right here at the Child
Got
Development.
it, need it, want it. Or is it need it, got it, want it? Or is it want it, need it,
Either
got it?
one.
Got it, need it, want it.
Music
store down in
All right.
And you can get them here.
And here at the CVCDA.
Okay.
And like I said,
Who
40
else
bucks
is
a
showing?
ticket.
Who else is going to be on the show?
Todd Butler, John Reynolds, oh my gosh, and me. And we're gonna flip a coin to see who's the headliner because we don't know.
Okay, so why does that name sound familiar, John Reynolds? Was he part of a group before?
Think Irish Rovers.
Oh, that's why. He was one of the boys.
He's a guitar player in the
Nice.
Irish Rovers, and he's been doing a solo act as well for many years. It's a part of his career, yeah, and he's a funny guy if you can get through that Irish accent. Really funny guy. Triple billing and chicken and ribs dinner. Hello!
That's what we're having for dinner, is chicken and ribs? We're going. I'm going.
Yeah,
Gord,
okay.
I think Gord's going too.
Get your tickets.
4 tickets, please. Four tickets.
Get your tickets before next Friday. 4 o'clock next Friday, that's it. They're cut off.
Why?
Because the show's the following week, and got to count heads so I know how many chicken and
Make
ribs
something
to
harder
put on.
to get. People want it more.
Oh, okay. All right,
we
so you
can't
have
help
1
it,
week.
Kenny.
Didn't work for me.
So you have 1 week to get your tickets. Okay, so what can we expect to happen on stage?
Comedy, and more comedy. Comedy music. Oh, Todd Butler, of course, everybody knows he's an amazing guitar player, and he's bringing his daughter with him. She's an amazing
nice.
singer and guitar player as well. John Reynolds is also a great guitar player and singer and writer of comedy songs and stuff like that, and I've been known to slip a few in myself. So you're gonna have a 6-string guitar extravaganza comedy plus, and it's gonna be an amazing show. And we're also gonna do the blue collar tour kind of thing, where at the end we do the scrum with all of us together.
Oh, cool! Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Okay, now food. Who's serving up the food?
The
Lions
are cooking.
Okay.
We have the Cumberland Pathfinders are going to serve the food. We have a bar, but they're not serving out of the bar. You got to go get it yourself. And if Kenny wants coffee, he has to go to the coffee station and get it himself.
So you're not going to have anybody to help you. All right, well, it sounds like a fantastic night. Thank you so much for having the idea. Thank you so much for doing this. This is a fabulous organization. They need your support.
Our pleasure, and we're so proud to be
Awesome.
supporters of the CVCDA.
All right, and now we're going to take a very short break, so do not move from that seat. The Child Development Association here in the Comox Valley has been in existence for 40 years, and it began in Cumberland. So it's absolutely fitting that the event on September 20th is in Cumberland to kick off a whole year of celebrating 40 years. And don't forget about the telethon. It's coming up the beginning of November. Yes, it is telethon season. And now we're going to head down to Nanaimo for a really interesting story. About 4 years ago, there was a whale that washed ashore and he died. So what they did is they buried it. Well, now all that's left is the skeleton intact. They are taking that and they're moving it to the Deep Bay Ocean Research Center. So have a look at this. It's fascinating. Go Island is on location today at the Child Development Association right in front of the Sensory Room. It's a brand new building, and this is Pam Crow and Joanne Schroeder, the executive director. Pam is the chair of the board. Now, we've got this great event happening with the Lions.
We do.
And you also have a huge anniversary coming up. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. This is the 40th anniversary of the Child Development Association, and the Lions have come up with this fabulous fundraising idea, which we feel was the perfect time to do our major kickoff, to celebrate the birthday, to start, as Kenny just called it, the telethon season, which I think is kind of cool. It's now not a day, it's a season. We're
It is.
That, yeah. As Mary just told me, the Royston Cumberland Lions have been supporting the Child Development Association for 30 years, and
Wow.
we've been around for 40, so that's a long time. And in fact, the entire Lions groups and clubs in the Valley are huge supporters and have been since
Right.
the Child Development Association started. So it's really, really fitting that we're kicking our celebration off in Cumberland.
Isn't that
of
where you
course,
started?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's where the center was originally.
Okay.
We've always felt a strong affiliation and affection to the people of Cumberland, specifically for their support for the association since we started. So yeah, it's very exciting.
It is very, sounds like it's going to be a really fun night.
It's going to be fun. I just got some little tidbits from Kenny, so it's, yeah.
Now, Joanne, the Sensory Room is new. We had the launch a couple months ago. Now, but it needs equipment, so that's going to be what some of the fundraising is for. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Sensory Room is a really kind of a unique way of providing support and therapy for children with sensory processing challenges.
Okay.
And so we have a suite of equipment there now that allows them to explore some of their visual and audio sensory challenges, but there's all kinds of things that can happen. We're thinking about some aromatherapy, which is very impactful for children who really struggle with some of the sounds and sights and smells around. So that would be one big area where we're hoping to increase the equipment. So as I say, the Sensory Room is really a very different place, and as we're getting more and more children in there, we're really letting them lead us to discover what are the pieces of equipment that are going to make the most sense for them. So I'm so grateful for the support of the Lions, particularly around the Sensory Room.
Okay, and I'm sure, based on what I know about anything to do with anything medical or learning, there is quite a price tag that comes with anything to do with that area.
Yeah, I mean it's a very unique field, very specialized, and so the ability to, you can't shop around.
Right.
For one thing, there's only one or two places in North America where you can get the equipment,
Oh,
and
okay.
it does come with a hefty price tag. So
Okay.
to build the equipment, we are going to need some financial support. So.
All right, so get your tickets and join all of us on September 20th in Cumberland at the Rec Center for food and hilarity. It's going to be so much fun. Get your tickets. We'll be right back. Go Island's on location today in the Comox Valley at the Child Development Association, serving the area for 40 years. Isn't that amazing? They're kicking off the celebration with the event on September 20th. Be sure to get your tickets. It's going to be so much fun. Kenny and Todd together are quite funny. And then they've got the guy who used to be an Irish rover, John Reynolds. That's going to be amazing. Now, we are going to head up to Campbell River for a new segment. Like here in the Comox Valley, what we do is a community calendar. But now what they're doing in Campbell River is something very similar, but it's only for music. It's the Arts Beat. Have a look. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. Thank you so much for watching today's show. We've been on location at the Child Development Association in the Comox Valley. In June, they launched the new sensory room, which is designed to work with children with sensory challenges, as you heard from Joanne Schroeder. And of course, on September 20th, the Lions of Royston and Cumberland, they are doing a big fundraiser in Cumberland at the Rec Center with Kenny Shaw and Todd Butler and John Reynolds. It is going to be hysterical. And of course, the food will be outrageously good. Chicken and ribs. Who doesn't love chicken and ribs? So get your tickets. You can pick them up here or any of the Myrita places that Kenny named off earlier. It's going to be a very worthwhile night for you to get out of the house and do something a little different. Now, this is the weekend coming up, and again, we're back to summer weather. So be safe, have fun, check out the events in Campbell River, and of course over in Powell River. There are all kinds of things going on. The fall is a very busy time, and we will see you on Tuesday.